groundhog and cook that bitch! You lying motherfucker!
Days. Nothing. I've searched these streets of Gotham for 3 days, and still there's no Diddler. No sign of him. Could he be in the underground with the rats? Could he be up at the top of the penthouses with the elites? More than likely. But we're searching Gotham, and here in Gotham, they say the Diddler escaped on a private airplane. But it's gone. They also say they found his boy Wonder in a cage, along with sounds that I'm not going to imitate, but...
Here's a quick clip for you.
Batman does not want that in Gotham. No, sir. The noises that his sidekick was making was very distressful and cannot be shown on YouTube. So check out Batman's Patreon.
Link below.
Link below. Oh, fuck.
Feel good about that one?
Yeah, fuck it. I think we can...
You'll see the other one.
Tap the fucking other mic.
Or you would have already
We've tried a couple of times with the fucking Diddler. We might have to write something down, because I don't have enough knowledge upon the Diddler. And I don't know jack shit about Batman. I've never been a fan of it. Dude. I know Harley Quinn used to be hot. Apparently Harley Quinn is no longer hot.
Dude, Batman animated series Harley Quinn was fucking Quinn.
That's what I'm saying. I don't have any knowledge that someone my age should have. Like Clone Wars. Don't know shit about Star Wars, Clone Wars. Not a big fan of Star Wars.
Yeah, I never watched Clone Wars. I was
big fan of Padme, though.
Like fucking... Episode 1, 2, 3,
yes,
Padme.
Yes. Nothing can...
I forget what her name is. Natalie Portman,
yes.
Oh,
Natalie. You mean Natalie Portman.
Yep, sure.
Ooh, she's hot. Especially back then. Oh, my God. Padme. I didn't know anything about women when I was 6 years old until I saw a young Padme in white.
What did it for you?
Yeah. I was like, yeah. It's like, damn.
Yeah, I think I had Hillary Duff.
Hillary Duff? Oh, that's weak. Hillary Duff
she was
weak.
young then, too, so...
Hillary Duff's kind of weak. Trying to think of, like, other good ones. Ariana Grande wasn't bad. I think... Yeah, she's never even been grade A, to be honest. I don't find Ariana Grande to be that attractive.
I mean, she's attractive for sure.
I guess. I don't know. It's just that weird mousy look she's got. Don't fuck with it.
Yeah, she's too soft for me.
It's just... Well, I don't think it's that she's soft, because, I mean, she's hanging around dudes like Pete Davidson.
That boy's soft.
That dude...
That boy's soft.
I feel like he probably lays some wood
He's just
down.
slinging dick for sure,
well,
but he's
my
soft,
God, that man is out here like... It's
that boy
like...
is a bottom.
He's like...
you know how many bottom he's... You know how many times he's bottom for Diddy?
Does he hang around with the Diddler?
Oh, I'm sure he fucking does. They all do.
Well, how are you going to tell me guess if you're not sure?
Well, because I was going to guess.
Oh, I was going to guess. He's like, you guess, then I'll guess.
No, I don't know.
I don't think Pete Davidson has anything to do with the Diddler.
You don't think he's bottom, though? He's a bottom?
He does hang around with Machine Gun Kelly.
Yeah, he gets...
And Machine Gun... Oh, okay, you know what? Never mind. Yeah, he's friends with MGK, so he's definitely hanging around with the Diddler.
Oh, yeah, they're definitely getting
because that would explain a lot that's happened to Machine Gun Kelly over the years, because he went from lace up to, 100 words of running to whatever the fuck he's turned into now.
I mean, I like his alternative shit, though. It's more like... I feel like it's more...
It's not
authentic.
bad.
It's more authentic. Like, hip-hop, really. I mean, he was a great fucking rapper, you know? Like, he's got shit out there, like... for a long time, but...
Got taken down by a pissed-off Eminem.
I mean, you can't beat the rap god, though.
I'm pretty sure most people could.
The only person I could...
I think that's why he went after... Well, I don't even know about the beef. Like, apparently they like... I think he was, like, messing around with his daughter. Little Haley. The Haley we've heard in songs since before we were born.
Yeah, I don't know.
That no idea she was older than me.
Yeah, she's probably about my age.
Yeah, I think she's around your age, like 30 something.
30.
Yeah, that was makes sense though, because I didn't know Eminem fucking came around till like the year I was born, 90 fucking 6.
No, I think Eminem's like the same age as my dad.
No, I meant like, but he came up like his first like that Shady
Yeah,
8
coming
EP.
up like back in Dre days, dude. Like
That was
early or like mid 90s.
well, he was spitting bars with people. I don't even know his whole history because I got a couple of buddies that are huge. Everyone's got that friend.
He came up just like everybody came up back then, bro. Like, you were putting in work, bro. You were going fucking doing these shows for free. You were passing out mixtapes, you know, just writing fucking raps for people and getting no fucking credit until
going to
you
rap
know,
battles.
until one day somebody like fucking Dre like decides to put you on. Like, yeah, you put in your work, man. Like, I see your dedication. Like, that's one thing I learned out there in Cali. Like, while I was out there, and, like, in the entertainment industry, like anything, bro. Like, if you don't have 10 years to give up and like commit to like doing it, like you're not gonna succeed. Like,
no, it takes a fucking while to do it.
It takes a while to fucking build anything
anything.
from nothing. You know, like.
I guess okay. TikTok kind of changed that a little bit.
Yeah, but it's with like.
You don't have to put as much work.
Not everyone has substance. Like when TikTok dies, all that shit dies with it. You know.
I think that's kind of like the thing with like that Oliver Anthony guy. Richmond, north of Richmond guy.
And like if you're
I like
on
most
TikTok,
of his music,
on,
but
like,
he doesn't
what
have
your demographic is like.
He doesn't have that big of a
canceled.
catalog. He blew up. He only had like fucking 9 songs. That Oliver Anthony dude.
I have
Richmond,
no idea.
north of Richmond. Richmond, north of Richmond. Lord knows they won't fucking
Is that
have
some
total
fucking
control.
70s shit, dude?
No, it's. I can't. Dude, that shit was all over the news. Anyways, yeah, he like went super fucking viral. But then when I checked out the rest of his catalog, I was like, it's good. He's only got 9 songs. So yeah, it's like that situation that you're just saying. You don't have a lot of content. It's like, oh shit, I've already made it. Well,
Have you?
here is that one song I fucking made.
Yeah.
I hope
Yeah,
you're all ready to
you're
wait
gonna-
2 years for me
You're gonna
to.
sell out an arena and be able to perform one song that went viral on TikTok for 15 seconds. Like,
But hey, I mean, there's a lot of people that are pulling it off. There's some. I'm pretty sure there's some fucking dude here from Wisconsin. He's always got Packer shit on. He's doing country music. He's gotten extremely popular. I just came across him on TikTok. And then he was wearing so much Packer shit. I was like, this guy has to be like from Wisconsin.
I mean, there's Packer fans everywhere, dude.
I don't think he. I don't know if he is.
There's Scotty boys everywhere though too. Like,
Yeah, we're fucking. He looks like one of us.
and then a lot of people come out here to go to college. A lot of people like. You know how much UW shit I ship to other states? UW.
Well, yeah, dude. Everybody wants to rock that
Wisconsin shit.
fucking University of Communism. I love fucking with people on that.
Yeah, it's like
Every time I run into a fucking UWM person, I'm just like, what's your fucking major in communism there, buddy? And they're just like, look at you like, bro, we're not a communist school. And it's just like, it's okay, man. It's okay.
So it pays the bills.
Then they get their first paycheck and they're like, hey, yo, who the fuck worked for half my paycheck? What
Look,
the
when
fuck?
the government is funding everything, they have to abide by whatever they say goes.
You know what I always just kind of found really funny, though? This is like a trend I've noticed. You will never meet somebody who, like, identifies as a communist who grew up poor. You will only ever meet self-identifying communists who came from, like, suburban homes. Their dad worked at, like, a cheese factory and their mom was a fucking school teacher. Their life was horrible coming home to fucking chili mac and a
I mean,
pot.
I don't know, not necessarily, like...
I think it was slow cookers. I think slow cooker meals have something to do with
Dude, a lot of it has to do with
suburban
just wanting, like,
communists.
to fit in, you know? Like, fucking... People just base their beliefs on what's popular. You know, like...
That's
I'm
a
gonna
good.
vote for Joe Biden because everyone says fuck Trump. You know, like...
That's a good point. But I have also
are very
noticed that
persuasive.
people that really hate slow cooker pot roast food are generally communists. Yes, this is a weird correlation I have put together.
I feel like they would eat...
No, for some odd reason, low
together.
quality effort food irritates them. It doesn't make any sense. It's weird to explain. So, everybody I knew growing up, like even now, that still identifies as self-communists, they
just
hated
sound like
slow,
a bunch
like,
of fucking idiot liberals.
but they would
They
would come home, like we would go back to their house
fucking
to play guitar.
Patagonia and fucking hike on the weekends. fucking with their 30-gallon fucking jug of water on their hip.
Yeah.
And a big old backpack.
I've been to Colorado 12 times. I can't wait to move there. I love the mountains so much.
But, you go back over to their houses after, like, football practice or something to play Guitar Hero. And you walk into their kitchen, or their garage into their kitchen, the Midwest home setup, suburban home style. Fucking basement's right there next to the garage door, and the kitchen's right there. So, you go in, they see the crock pot. Oh, fucking shitty potato. Oh,
I didn't have any rich friends going up.
They want chicken nuggies. That's what they want.
All my friends are on
They want
shit.
weak chicken nuggies with ketchup. Bro, I'd rather have a crock pot roast than chicken nuggies with ketchup.
For real, I got this recipe for this Mississippi fucking pot roast.
What if that was a real correlation,
and that
though?
shit looks fire.
What if that's a real correlation, though? Like, all of these suburban communists have all been created simply by their mothers just having no effort to cook 3 days a week and using a crock pot. And it was just sending them over the edge for some fucking reason. I've never met a communist that likes a good crock pot roast, you know what I'm saying? Never. You know how many fucking patriots I've come across that will die over a fucking potluck?
And some brisket?
Yeah. I swear to God, I know at least 5 dudes that would fucking, you would have to pry their crock pot from their cold. You probably know more. As you said, I don't get out much. No,
I just think about, like, all the people I know out there, like, living, like, all the people I see on TikTok, them fucking...
We need to make that a flag.
I've been to Texas. You ever been to Texas? I know all them Proud Boys out there love them a crock pot.
We need to make that a flag, just to come and take it. It's a crock pot.
Hey, yeah.
Chili spilling out the side, over the sides of it. That's...
If you're watching this video, you're signing an NDA.
Yeah, you can't steal that's ours. Idea. That's ours. Come and take it. It's just a chili.
You can find
it
on our
crock pot.
You can find it on our merch store on TikTok shop.
Make another. We'll make another shirt that's like, piss off a communist, make a pot roast. Communists everywhere are just gonna start being like, I don't hate pot roasts. I just don't like soft food.
We're gonna have to like
gonna be in the comments.
Yo, we're gonna like go up to like communist colleges and start interviewing people like, why do you hate pot roast so much? Why do you hate crock pot meals?
Just walk up and be like, do you identify as a communist? Yes, I do. Why do you hate crock pots? What is your hatred towards pot roasts? Why do you hate soft food?
Slow cooked meals, yeah.
Slow cooked meals. What's the issue? Why do you hate minimalistic? I thought communism was all about like minimalistic effort in a group fashion.
Yeah, you can
achieve the means.
Feed the whole fucking organization off one fucking meal, dude.
You can cook. You can literally go do more work in the field while you have a meal cooked for you. This is pinnacle fucking communism. You can achieve more work with the food being made.
I think the suburbia thing definitely has a correlation to it, cause like
with crockpots.
No, cause fucking if you're a fucking
soccer,
if you're working, dude, and you're providing for the family and do laundry, dude, you're single parent or some shit, like you ain't got time to cook a meal, dude. But you can throw that bitch in a fucking crock pot before you go to work, and by the time you get home, that shit's ready to eat.
Shit's ready to go, and it's delicious.
You're feeding the kids and everything.
You can make a mean fucking chili out of a crock pot. I prefer to make my chili that way.
Yeah, I'm working on some chili, dude.
Oh, dude, I made a chili recently, and it was fucking
I've been cooking some mean soups, though.
Same. Fucking this winter got me on the soup kick. We gotta trade recipes. Of course.
We gotta trade yeah, I got fucking shit in the freezer, bro. I got fucking,
I'll show you how to make...
mason jars in the freezer.
I'm trying to minimalist my seasonings, though. Because I was one of those white people that was like, I took the constructive criticism from the black community of America going, I don't season my food enough. And I was kind of like, growing up, hamburger and rice with no seasoning, yeah, that fucking sucked. Yeah, I thought they had a point. But now that I'm getting older and I'm like, hey, my dad has a sodium issue. Like, everybody in my family has a sodium issue.
Because you can't just season with salt, dude.
But it's not. But no, it's like I'm saying, all seasonings. There's a lot of fucking sodium in it. Like, all of it's sodium.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's all still basically a salt. All them seasonings are still kind of translate into a sodium.
I never looked at the ingredients.
Oh, I've been watching.
I just season my shit until my ancestors tell me.
It's like when you brought up the peanut butter cookies. I hate sweets. I don't like peanut butter.
But they're so fucking good.
But I'm forcing myself to eat peanut butter now because of the protein.
Dude, it's just peanut butter, sugar, and fucking flours.
I'm trying to max my gains. I'm just trying to swell myself back up.
They're made by a pregnant woman. They're made with love. They're delicious. You should have taken me up. You could have had one.
It's the sweets. I don't know, dude. I've never really been a fan of sugary food, and people find that extremely weird. Like, for instance, everybody loves a fresh, like, pan of cookies. You will not see me touch a single one.
I don't like crispy.
Ever. I don't. It's just
chewy for sure.
I just don't fuck with it. I had a cavity growing up, and it's kind of scarred me. Like, I just had a really bad tooth cavity growing up.
That's the tism.
It's Stonewall Jackson. Apparently that guy had a tism.
I'm sure.
Yeah, that's why he stood still, and apparently always kept his fucking hand in the air because he got, like, a cut, and he was afraid that he'd bleed out, so he always kept his fucking arm in the air.
Oh, yeah. That's a tism.
And they called him Stonewall Jackson because he wouldn't fucking move out of the way of fire because he was,
that,
like...
folks, is a tism.
Thought God, like, was going to protect him. He was like, oh, God will protect me. And like, literally... Like,
oh, no, that's just a delusion then.
The guy was something. I think he did ultimately get shot and killed. I think Stonewall Jackson, that's how he fucking died, was he ultimately got pecked off. I am not all that knowledgeable on generals of the U.S. Civil War because personally, I've never much cared.
Yeah, but he knows all about this communist Russia and Ukraine. And
I know. I can give you the ins and outs. I can tell you exactly what the hell is going on right now.
You're a fucking psyop.
Possibly.
Talk about... Hey,
the amount of knowledge
now that I think of it, patriots don't even like pot roast.
Shit!
Covers blown, jumps out the window. I'm out of here.
You see, I fly away.
Yeah, on a jetpack.
Fucking out of nowhere. This whole time, I'm not actually fat. Fucking sprouts wings and flies away.
That sounds like some Family Guy shit.
This whole time, I have lulled you into a sense of delusion. I'm actually a Soviet psyops.
I believe it.
I don't fucking... I just know they go like c'est la vie. But it sounds like they say c'est la vie, but I think that's French. Hoorah!
Everything I know is a lie. This whole entire relationship is fucking demolished now.
Yeah, talking about Soviet...
They're fucking taking this podcast and they're using it as evidence, dude. You're going to Guantanamo Bay now.
No, the fucking weird thing is, though, is I haven't really been wrong about this entire scenario that's been going on in the world. Like, I called the fucking Ukrainian counteroffensive in the Kharkiv region to a tit, like, on the tits, and it was on a fucking lie.
You did a what with a
You motherfuckers don't believe that? Look up Fundiam. Fucking Brian, look up our live podcast back before that fucking counteroffensive by like 3 weeks. Everything I said that the Ukrainians should do to launch that counteroffensive was what they did. A thunder fucking run right down that highway, and they met up to another highway and fucking meh. What's going on in this world right now? Well, the French are pissed.
Oui.
The French are trying to get involved. Now, why is World War III going... Who do you think? The fucking Russovites. The Russians. Yeah, they're trying to go over there. So, here's a good idea. Here's a good history lesson. Why did the U.S. enter World War I? There was a couple main reasons, but could you name just maybe one? Do you know about the Lusitania?
I plead the fifth, Your Honor.
So, a German submarine sunk the ship known as the fucking Lusitania. It's basically like the Titanic. There's another, like, White Star or some shit. English fucking transport ship for people. It was a cruise liner. Well, it was transporting still cruise people. But the thing is it was transporting military hardware and gear going to the British, coming from the United States. The Germans knew damn fucking well about this and kept repeatedly telling the U.S. and the British, going, stop that. We will fucking sink that ship. We will sink these ships. And we kept going, no, that's not true. There's none of those armaments on those ships. Well, it turns out we didn't fucking know. The British were sticking shit on there, making backdoor deals with fucking big monopoly businessmen for munitions of war.
Thanks, J.P. Morgan.
And the government had no fucking idea. So we're looking at the Germans calling them
fucking
right.
Assholes. The government was getting backdoored the whole time. They're getting diddly with the diddler.
Get this. This is where it gets even fucking wilder.
Oh, boy. Buckle up,
prior
folks.
to the sinking of the Lusitania, the Germans sent out a signal from the submarine telling one of the submarine fleets. Well, they sent the signal out there. The British picked this signal up, and it told the fucking submarine, all the wolf packs out there, hey, that fucking ship's coming across. That motherfucker's got shit on it. Put her down. Put that motherfucker down if you see it. Well, the British picked this shit up and could have easily went, well, keep the ship at port. Don't get all of these innocent people in the middle of the fucking Atlantic Ocean. You know, like the Titanic. No, the British went, no, jolly hell, that chaps, this is a good way to get the Americans involved.
Well, they needed us, bro.
Right. Well, that's exactly what fucking happened.
They've seen the Industrial Revolution. They've seen what we were popping off on.
Now, this is what gets even fucking wilder. Woodrow Wilson apparently actually knew about this.
Of course they
now,
did.
We had loaned France and Britain the equivalent of today's money, like $500 billion fucking dollars.
500. No.
Yeah, in just that short amount of time, it's fucking nuts how much money we gave them. And at the time period, World War I was coming down to a German victory at this point. Like, Gallipoli and the Anzacs had been thrown out fighting the Ottomans. They tried to land at Constantinople on the shore in fucking with the Anzacs and shit or not Anzac, whatever the fuck, Gallipoli, and got thrown the fuck back in the ocean. They didn't even gain like 5 miles inland. The fucking Turks fucked them up. The Ottomans kicked their ass, threw them back in the fucking ocean. So Greece and all the Mediterranean, that was in full fucking Axis control. The Central Powers. Then on top of that, the Germans were starting to push. They were getting momentum. Like, prior to that, it was like how you see in Ukraine and Russia right now, where motherfuckers are gaining 100 yards maybe a month. They're swapping trenches every day. That's a victory if you go 1 mile. Like, you go 1 mile, you're popping bottles like you just won the fucking Super Bowl back then. So, while the Germans started to gain not more than a mile, but they started to gain miles.
Right.
And shit was getting real. Well, guess what? When countries you give money
Probably
to...
no defense, though.
But when you give countries money and they lose, who pays you back?
Nobody.
Exactly.
The next fucking inheritor of the debt.
So the United States entered World War I for a numerous amount of reasons, but mainly came down to we gave somebody a bunch of money and shit was starting to look like the guy we gave money, the horse we put the bet on was starting to lose the race. How do you make sure you win that race? Well, guess what? You pull out your own fucking handgun and shoot the other horse in the fucking kneecap, and that fucker spadiddles in front of the fucking finish line. Your buddy gets across, and everybody looks and goes, what the fuck? But you have the gun. You're like R. Kelly in the closet. I have the gun, even though I'm not in the right, but I have the gun. You're all going to fucking listen now. No one's going to do anything. Well, a dumb, weird analogy for that, but now look at the current world. How much money has been given to the Ukraine from the West? From France, from the U.S., from Britain. How much money do you think? What they're telling us probably isn't true. That's probably only a quarter of what they've actually been given.
Absolutely.
And on top of that...
God damn it, Jerome.
On top of that, the fucking Ukraine gave up all of their mineral rights to the United States. We own the fucking Ukraine now. In a theoretical sense, the Ukraine has essentially given up its very own soil. The rights to their soil to us. By definition, that belongs to the states now. So if Russia continues to advance and their offensive works this spring, which is probably going to happen, judging by the way things are heating up in the news right now and everything's popping off everywhere, I'd give it the next 4 days. That offensive is going to start. And if that offensive gains the kind of ground that it could possibly gain, I guarantee you will see NATO troops going into the Ukraine and going over the Belarusian border and coming down from Finland and going right into Russia. Because there is no way in hell that $1 trillion deficit, or, $1 trillion fucking package deal, essentially, is just going to be allowed to just go, well, I guess we're not getting that back. I guess we gave them, it's like if you gave somebody $1 trillion worth of cocaine and they disappeared. You're just going to let them run away?
And that's why we need Donald Trump back in office, folks.
This is where Donald Trump kind of mucks the works up, because he's okay with that.
Because he's a fucking leader, and he'll sit down with these leaders and come to fucking terms. It's a weird
situation.
Dude,
it's like, I can't stand the federal government, but I don't know.
Everybody knows the fucking whole ordeal with fucking Russia and Ukraine is Russia cannot fucking allow Ukraine to become part of NATO, become a part of the United States.
Well, fucking NATO. The thing was, NATO didn't even really want Ukraine. It was Ukraine that kept pushing it. It was Ukraine that kept pushing the envelope.
Well, either way, fucking they needed protection from fucking Russia. I don't know what the fuck they had going on over there.
They've been fighting a war with each other since 2013. Since they threw that Russian...
or Crimea?
Yeah.
Yeah.
2014 was when the little green men, which were obviously Russian troops, but nobody wanted to admit to it. It was like, what the fuck? I remember watching that shit in high school. Like,
I
wasn't
watching
allowed.
that shit.
We weren't allowed to talk about that shit in high school. Like,
I was in high school. Back then,
we would have public, like morning events. You guys, some classes would talk about, like history classes. We weren't allowed to ever bring that situation up. And I always wondered, well, that's weird. Like, why am I not allowed to talk about a current event that is obviously going to fucking probably lead to a world war? Like, if this isn't nipped in the ass now, Russia, if they're defaced in this situation, is gonna not tolerate. And sure shit, look what happened.
Yeah, I bet you got a bunch of fucking Soviet fucking ancestry in you.
Me? No.
Yeah.
No, I'm Volga German. Saratova. Like,
Dude, you just found out you're a fucking brown fucking Jew.
Yeah, Mecklenburg, on my mom's side. So for the longest time, we thought on my dad's mother was Ukrainian.
Wasn't like
we thought she was
ancestors part of fucking Operation Paperclip?
Which one's that?
Wasn't there Dr. Braun?
Possibly, but we weren't. No, we were already here. The Braun side was already here.
LeBron?
Trust me, if I had some LeBron, I would not be doing Le Podcast.
It all makes sense now. His name's Jerome. He's black.
I got a lot of basketball medals. I'm low-key LeBron James, living out my life as a white, chubby hick in northern Wisconsin. Yes, this is life.
I mean, in all reality, you actually are. You're
in one of those dimensions. Possibly in another dimension. I could be LeBron James. Dude, in another dimension, you are LeBron James. At your size and everything. You're just like Nate Robinson soaring through the fucking air. 30 feet. Your little toes just a dangling. Just a kicking as you're literally jumping from the fucking 3-point line and your little feet are just kicking. And your dick is slamming into like Anthony Davis's forehead. You at one point in another dimension have dick imprinted Anthony Davis's forehead with a fucking posterization dunk. And all of you have. But you need to also consider that in these infinite universes, Anthony Davis has also managed to probably just knock you out cleanly with his cock. You imprinted, he knocked you out with his. So, one universe you won, another universe you definitely never left your house again. So, take that as you may.
I'll take that as I will.
Yeah. That's
I don't want to talk about getting dicked by Anthony Davis.
What?
So I don't want to talk about getting dicked by Anthony Davis anymore. Save that for the diddler.
You'd say that for the diddler. No, diddler, you can't just.
Yeah, what's up with that boy? Where's he at, man?
Where's
fucking Puffy hiding, bro? Where's Puffy?
No. Where is the diddler? Gotham is up tonight in stress. The diddler has not been found, and Batman cannot seem to locate the diddler.
What's this fucking 1960s Adam West fucking Batman?
The last that the diddler has been seen was leaving the airport on his private evil jet. I am the diddler, and I am running away. Batman is at no chance to catch the diddler today. The diddler might have gotten away this week, but will Batman solve the case next week? Tune in to whether or not Gotham is saved from the diddler.
There you go.
There we go. We were looking for a fucking diddler fucking monologue. We finally got a diddler monologue. Can't
Number
put it
3.
Yeah, the third. Well, hey, like you said, it was probably going to take 3 attempts because the first one was just I didn't know what to do. That one. That 1930s voice decided to come out today. Oh, shit, my voice.
Just rolls off the tongue.
Hey, dude, I can teach you how to do this. Just be a little autistic. Just free it.
Embrace
it. You just got to embrace impulsive thought. But, like, funny wise. Don't embrace jumping off a cliff. Like, it's always a weird impulse. You ever get too close to something, it's just like, I should really just... What if I just... But then you know for a fact that after you do that, like, a split second later, you're going to be like, why? Yep. What the fuck?
Time freezes and, like, words generate...
Are you serious? No, it's like as you jump, it's just like, it's like life around you stops. And it's just like Jesus, just right in front of you, just, are you serious, my brother? And it just goes right back to you falling. Like, can I just see... Well, at least I know I'm going somewhere. Why did he hit the ground with a smile? I don't know. On the way down, he was like, did I just fucking see Jesus? And it just kind of fainted out.
He was black. He was in shock, actually.
Yeah.
My entire life, I thought it was white Jesus.
My whole life, I went to church, and I thought the Lord was a blue-eyed Aryan. Nope. Turns out he works. He likes Dodge Chargers. Works at Amazon.
Former soldier.
Former soldier, more than likely. Jesus was a black man. I still find that incredible. I don't find it incredible. I still find it, like, it's really funny that Vladimir Putin, of all people, is the guy that just, like,
after they've been talking about Black Jesus for fucking decades.
Yeah, he's had this
probably
whole time.
centuries. We're just gonna allow Vladimir Putin to make the turn.
Vladimir Putin just
like, all right, yep, this is common knowledge now. Jesus was black. Vladimir Putin said so.
Oh, man. He just walked out. He's like, I'm finna show these motherfuckers what's up. Yo, guess what? Everybody was like, what, you gonna give us some more history on, like, ancient fucking Russia? And he's like, no, Jesus was black. And we're all like, what? And he's like, look. We're like, holy shit. Where'd you get that from? He's like, pull it out the ground. Where?
Out your mom's ass.
I pulled that bitch out the ground. So you're telling me you went and found black Jesus in the middle of nowhere in the ground in Russia. And Putin's like,
pretty much.
Yeah. What about it? It's like,
no questions asked.
He's like, how are you going to disprove it? It's like, Vladdy, we can't. Vladdy, it's not that we can't. You literally won't let anybody in to disprove it. So at this point, we all just got to go, all right, Jesus is black now. The whole time I was rocking with Black Jesus. I was planning on getting a poster of Snoop Dogg as Jesus in the back. And I just find it incredibly ironic that now it's Vladimir Putin. So now what I want to do is get a mosaic of Vladimir Putin opening up that thing, and it's just Snoop Dogg.
Vladimir Putin and an alien holding baby Jesus.
Oh my
Black
God,
baby
that
Jesus.
would fucking mindfuck Vladimir, though, because I saw a fucking thing on him years ago when they were making those videos about him riding horses shirtless and shit, like riding a bear.
Yeah.
And he was confused by it. He saw the video of him Photoshop CGI riding that bear, and he's like, what is this? What is this? I have never ridden bear. Where do they get this? Where do they get this? I have never ridden bear. This is fooey.
Oh, deep freak,
this is
my
all
friend.
fooey.
Welcome.
And like, clearly, I mean, the guy's like 80 fucking years old. This was only like 5-6 fucking years ago.
Yeah.
So he's a boomer. So he's got a boomer reaction to the technology.
He's really 80?
Oh, he's an old boy. He's not much older. Him and Trump.
Him and Biden?
About the same. Biden's fucking 83, but looks like he's 102 at this point.
I don't know,
fucking Joe, for the sake of you and your family, hang it up. Go chill. Go chill on a beach, bro. Just get mad at people walking by. Talk about pudding. Fucking just chill. Do everyone a favor.
I can't believe like that happened.
Him?
Like, yeah.
I can't believe it either. To be honest, like the whole time he's been like this, how this guy got elected is just mind-boggling.
And was able to carry it for 4 years.
Yeah, like we were all putting on this fucking charade. Like this motherfucker just mumbled his way, fell off of bikes, fucking destroyed literally everything, and we're all just supposed to. And the media now is still twisting a really fucked up narrative. Like this guy is totally credible, and it's like, I want to believe in our country, but when the media does shit like this and continuously does it, like I'm a fucking idiot. Like they look at me like you're a fucking idiot.
Why do you think they want TikTok gone, dude?
Because it allows dumbasses like us to all come together and go, I think something is fishy.
Honestly, TikTok's a free press.
It is. I mean, but it also benefits like. It's a weird, it's a bad and a good relationship. Like, it gives all of us the ability to communicate. And the nice thing about TikTok is, like, if you're saying something stupid, people are going to tell you you're saying something stupid. And TikTok is going to let that slide. Like, TikTok, if you say something really dumb on TikTok, TikTok is literally going to promote you getting dragged through the mud. Every fucking time. Most of the time. Whereas on other platforms, people saying stupid shit will get shielded and they'll get but they'll get shielded and they'll get protected with their stupid ideas and their stupid fucking philosophies that make no fucking like constructive sense or logical fucking.
I mean, half the shit I come up with doesn't really make.
Yeah, which is why like me when you talk amongst your boys, that's fucking stupid. Well, this is an environment that they're creating where these people aren't being told it's stupid. They're just being allowed to have good criticism the entire time, so it just progressively gets more outlandish and wilder until you got people running around going that, like, aliens are shoving eggs up people's asses or some weird shit. Like, yeah,
aliens are definitely
fucking real.
shoving some shit up people's
aliens
asses
are fucking real. You're crazy to deny the existence of aliens. Let's be honest. But let's also just address the fact that if
Have
aliens...
you ever seen anything crazy?
I've seen some wild shit. I have seen some pretty freaky deaky shit in my life.
Story you want to show or share?
Personally, I mean, as a kid, I was walking. I got attacked by some weird dog.
Oh yeah.
It's hard to explain. I never got a good look at it, but in the backyard of that house I was telling you about,
definitely
the
some
bunker.
janky fucking.
Well, there was an Indian
stray.
burial ground in the back, and like I used to always play in the woods, and as soon as I hopped the fence, dude, I had like something growling at me like a dog. It was a big motherfucker. Yeah, but I like took off running. I made it back into the house. This thing like slid through the garage, like its claws like clawed into the concrete. It's fucking weird.
Into the concrete.
Yeah, like as it slid into my dad's workbench. It knocked like a
left like
1,000-pound fucking work trace. Yeah, there was trace. Like my brother's probably got pictures, still Polaroids from like 2003 of this shit. It was weird because my brother was in the kitchen. And, like, I flew through the door and, like, slammed it, was up against it. He thought I was fucking insane until, like, he saw the workbench fall out there. And, like I said, this thing's, like, 1,000 fucking pounds. Like, this is a big-ass, old-school fucking workbench. It had, like, a fucking drill press and shit built into it and whatnot.
Damn, yeah.
And this thing slid into it and knocked this shit over. And at first, my brother thought I was fucking insane. And I was like, dude, I don't know what the fuck just attacked me, but it was a dog, for sure. I was getting growled at by what sounded like a fucking dog.
It was a skinwalker.
And, yeah, it knocked that fucking workbench over. And whatever the fuck, like, it landed,
that's
it
traumatic,
dragged it. Dude, it dragged it with it, though, it seemed like. Because it was bad. Yeah.
I hope that story's true, because that shit absolutely shits on the story I'm about to tell.
Yeah, no, it's 100% fucking, yeah, no, that
well,
shit
this story's 100%
true. It's what scares me about the woods. Like, I do not like woods being alone. I do not go in the woods alone because of that. Even strapped, whatever the fuck that was, dude. I never look back. That was one of those moments, like, in the back of my mind as I was running, like, if I look back, I am dead. This is just a straight foot race into the fucking garage.
Could just be childhood imagination.
Knocking over a 1,000-pound bench, dude. Yeah, I didn't touch that. The fucking gust of wind do that?
If I could see these photos of these claw marks...
I'll fucking... me and my bro don't talk, but I'll see what I can do. See what I can do.
Well, my alien story.
You asked for a wild fucking story. I gave you the craziest.
Well, let me share my story.
To me. You want to call bullshit? Go ahead.
We're driving down the highway in Colorado, dude. Fucking. There's nothing out there, dude. Anyways, so we're driving in my truck. I'm driving, and I have like this Bluetooth, like, charger thing that connects to the radio, and it's got like a blue light on it, and sometimes it reflects off my windshield. So, anyways, we're driving, and I see a light. And I'm like, oh, that's just my Bluetooth. And, like, I moved my head, and the fucking light didn't move. You know, like, if it's a reflection, it would have moved with me.
Yeah, it would have moved.
So I was like, huh, that's weird. And then, like, 2 more appeared. I'm like, what the fucking...
Like, you said you're in Colorado?
Yeah. So, like...
That's where the government be testing weird shit, though, man.
Yeah, so it could have been government shit. But anyways, I'm trying to tell the passenger, I'm like, hey, look up, wake up. Like, look, fucking... Look up there, you know? And then they all started.
Dude.
Gone. I was like, God damn.
I've seen fucking UFOs plenty of times. I had another... That house was weird, bro. My dad was fucking weird.
I mean, I only seen...
I'll tell you a story, but I ain't going to talk about it on here. This story is just so fucking wild that I just never... You know what? I'm not even going to tell you about it. We'll meet my brother. One day, me and you, he's down the road. Oh, no, I'll bring it up. Just because it's so fucking insane. It's so fucking insane that I need you... to hear it from somebody else right away going, oh yeah, no, that retarded ass shit happened. Like, Crazy. There's no other way to put it. I'll tell you about it later. But yeah, UFO fucking, like, X-Files shit. Weird. Really weird. It's, like I told you, my dad had weird security clearance from 1975 to like 94 in the Navy.
Nope, had no idea.
Yeah, he was fucking White Sands, New Mexico and shit. He was all weird locations. Used to do some weird stuff and used to talk about some really weird...
He probed the wrong alien's ass and now they're out to get him.
It's the best way to explain it is...
That's really what happened.
He was talking about things before Art Bell was talking about these things. George Norrie, like that George Norrie guy, fucking Coast to Coast FM. Never heard of that shit? Yeah, well, okay, those stories that you would hear from those people my father was talking about this shit in the 90s is fucking really weird. Really fucking weird, the shit that he's... Because now that I'm getting older, like, you hear these files being released, and every now and then there's a bit of information that kind of adds on to something else that he talked about that makes you just go, huh. Like, when they started releasing all these files about these aliens and shit, and it's just like a lot of the information that they're releasing is, like, a best way to describe, like, I got the whole story from the horse's mouth, but I'm seeing these people release one word out of an entire fucking chapter about that. About the aliens. They're like, aliens exist, and they'll go into, like, a certain detail of their ship. Meanwhile, I heard about this ship from my fucking dad in the fucking, like, as a child. Like, hearing him just discuss it randomly with my brother, mainly. I don't know. They had a weird relationship with that shit. But he would never talk about it to other people. Just me and my brother. Like, if you brought that shit up, like, every now and then, before I knew that it was taboo to bring it up around other people, I'd be like, hey, you know, that kind of... My dad would just look at me like, hey, he's fucking insane. This guy's fucking insane. What the fuck are you talking? Kids and their imagination. We get back to the car and he's like, you ever bring that shit up around fucking people again, I will fuck you up. My dad had a weird way of punishment. Like, we had a hole and a shovel. Fuck up, go dig a hole. Go dig a trench. Go dig a foxhole. Go fucking work in the garden. It was all kind of like survival shit. Like, fuck up. Go out in the fucking woods for the whole fucking day. I don't want to see you. What if I get thirsty? Drink the fucking water. If you survive, you survive. You die, well, I guess we take you to the hospital. It's literally how I was fucking raised, which is why I'm surprised. I'm not surprised that... I don't think I'll ever die from a random, like, flu or bubonic plague. I feel like...
What about a fluke?
But I feel like
COVID?
something... I feel like I'm going to go down to, like, the stupidest way possible. Like, I'm like a turtle falling from the sky. It's happened.
That's why you gotta show
Apparently, some dude actually... I read somewhere in history, some guy actually died from a falling turtle. It fell off a castle wall. Like, a soldier found a turtle, brought it up on top of the castle. There was like a fucking...
Ain't no way,
there was like a lord or something below the wall. Turtle walked off, landed on his head, killed him.
Wall, dude?
Have you ever seen a castle wall from Europe? Fucking Norman... Dude, the Normans were building like fucking 100-foot walls. You ever seen Monty Python? You see how high up that Frenchman was? The French do not fuck around when it comes to building the walls. They stopped after World War II. The Maginot Line was a complete waste of fucking time. They knew better. Well, the French got fucked over because the Belgians declared neutrality. The French were completely banking on that they could fight in fucking Belgium, like in the Netherlands and shit, and not bring it, like, because they knew the Germans were going to come right back down through that fucking way again. So this time they built the Maginot Line to shore that up. And then they were like, oh, we're going to fight in Belgium. So as soon as the war starts, we're going to plow our way in there. Well, Belgium was working with them. And they were like, bet. That's what we're going to do. And something happened with, like, the fucking fucking Rhineland. Like, they remilitarized, when Hitler remilitarized the Rhineland, scared the dog shit out of the Belgians. And basically what ended up happening was the Germans were like, hey, we're not here to fucking fight you, bro. And so the Belgians were like, oh, wink, wink, wink. Okay, looked at the French, went, fuck your defense, Pat, we're not doing that, no, fuck you, yeah. And also the Germans were like, these dumb motherfuckers. Invaded through Belgium, France was completely caught off guard, wasn't able to get there in time, got fucking overwhelmed.
Hell yeah.
Went right around the Maginot Line. But, hey, that Maginot Line's pretty lit. I mean, looking at the history of that thing, I figured it out, like, now that I've figured out I'm mainly Norman French, it does make a lot of sense why I'm so into defensive warfare. Like, I'm a defensive wizard when it comes to, like, any, like, Graviteam tactics, dude. Fucking any game that involves, like, legitimate strategy of using real military units, like, individually and shit. I'm great at defense. Fantastic. Offense, I'm a little shit. I'm a little shit at offense. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of got that Soviet doctrine of, like, well, if I flank it, and it's kind of like, yeah, well, machine guns exist. This isn't the fucking Civil War, you idiot. Fucking that flank can easily get chewed up by a machine gun. Well, my stupid ass, well, I know that when it comes to defense, but guess what? It doesn't cross my mind when attacking.
Riot shield.
Yeah, you give me a... Well, I mean...
I just got a fucking giant energy bubble, bro. Like,
nothing's
piercing me, bro. Like, I'm
He's like
bouncing
fucking...
bullets everywhere. You know what I'm saying?
Why haven't we made that yet? We figured out how to, like... all this, we know all about this energy and shit. Why is no one trying to make... Someone's got to make a fucking energy shield. Like, somebody somewhere...
Bro, because
there's got to be some fucking 17-year-old kid in New York City.
They kill everyone that gets close to Discover and shit.
That's why you don't talk about it until you can go right to the news, show the news, and then basically go, I ain't leaving the fucking recording studio. Keep that camera on.
Don't pull my gun.
So I pulled out my gun. Where are we at?
Put the cameras on there.
45. Take a quick break.
Quick break, motherfucker. We talking about wrapping it up, bro.
Wrapping it up. Holy shit, yeah. Oh, I guess. We can keep going. I don't know.
I don't know, Jerome. I don't have any more beer after this, and I don't want to keep digging into your stash, pal.
Wow. I guess I could. Well, yeah. We're gonna take a break. Yeah, you can have. Yeah.
I'd like to smoke a cigarette. Yeah. So.
Look at this. Just fucking bullying me. Always. This guy's like the number one person that just like.
I'm a fucking asshole. Fuck with you. I'm a professional asshole for a living.
What do they call that? No,
I do it for free. Actually, I don't even get paid for this.
Forgot what fucking women always blame men for making them do stupid things when they just did it themselves. Manipulation. There we go. Look at this guy manipulating me. He's like trying to make me feel like I'm the bad guy.
Master manufacturer finesse, bro. I'll gaslight the fuck out of anybody. You know what I mean?
Oh, that was a good analogy though. Fucking. What's that fucking thing that women always accuse men of doing for when they do something stupid, but it's just them doing manipulation, right? He manipulated me to drive
right back after worse than these sponsors.
Into a fucking kindergarten. I don't think anyone can manipulate someone driving a truck into a.
Hey, Twin, how your gun sound, boy? Man!